Okay, now we have the top part of the foot. The top part of the foot is very significant, very important. I mean, if we walk every day on these feet, we get used to it, then we don't see much, we don't put much emphasis on it, on either part, unless they're hurt. But the feet, the top part is as significant and important as the lower part of the sole. Here we have, again, at the top we have the different toes. Now remember that the toes represented all our head organs. Here we also have, as I mentioned before, we have here the tonsils, the tongue. We have here the reflex of sinus, tonsil, tongue, but at the same time also the neck. And the neck is like our neck. It is the whole root of that toe. All this is the neck. So remember that. Here we have something very interesting. We have here a line that meets at this point here. And when we press here, really we can feel how the bones of these and these toes meet here somewhere, and we can really feel that there is a little cave there. This is the thymus gland reflex. The thymus gland reflex is responsible for our autoimmune system. We hear all the time about the immune system, autoimmune disorders. Our immune system is very dependent upon this reflex, the thymus. The thymus gland is not only responsible for our autoimmune system, like many other glands, but it is also important for our growth. As long as we're children, the thymus is very active in the process of growing. It is very well known when people say that it's very healthy to laugh a lot, because we found, science really discovered that there is a very clear connection between the laughter reflex and the thymus gland. Then we have here, all this area is the lymphatic glands that we have in our chest, right underneath and above the chest bone. So whenever we start the treatment, we always need to start here. This is our first touch. Then we have these little webs in between the toes. Each web is so important. We actually, once we'll start to do the actual massage and reflexology application, we will learn that we really squeeze gently but firm these webs between the toes. They are very significant because they represent, these are the reflexes of our lymphatic system. And the lymphatic system is very rich. As you know, we have the tonsils, we have a lot of lymphatic glands along the neck, head, armpits, groins, stomach, all over the body. So all this area, we basically don't need much more. If we want to help a person to feel better, it doesn't matter what the problem is, whether it's a flu, cold, angina, tonsillitis, earache, doesn't matter what. If we just start in a very gentle but firm way to press these points from both sides of the foot, we will already see that the person feels so much better. So these are the lymphatic glands and spots. We have more lymphatic glands and reflexes here. We have here the lymphatic glands of the upper body, which will be also very important to stimulate. No matter for what problem, we always want to start first to stimulate the lymphatic glands, because the lymphatic system is basically our army. This is the border police that will kick out any invasion, any enemy. And we have here we have another lymphatic reflex that is very, very important. And we always want to treat both, plus the upper lymphatic points. In women, as I showed you before, we have this part is also the reflex of the uterus, but we can never stimulate too much our lymphatic system and benefit at the same time the uterus stimulation as well. So don't worry about it. In men, this part that also has the lymphatic is the prostate gland, which is also very important to be stimulated. And it doesn't matter what age. Stimulation is always good, especially when we do it very gently but firm. To stimulate all the organs is very important and very healthy. And especially for some reason, nature gave us that gift of having the lymphatic glands so much and so emphasized in the area of reproduction. And this is so important because in nature, the reproduction is the existence and the survivance of the species. So it is very important to maintain the reproductive glands and organs in best shape. So this is the lymphatic system.